What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nonfia, and today I'm here in Lost Relics covering the new beginner quests. In this video, you'll learn how to complete all the beginner quests and obtain 2 unique titles and a cosmetic item. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Because I'm already at my stash within Talmuth, I've already skipped the first 3 quests where you get off the boat, meet the NPC near the tavern, inside the tavern, and at your stash. So I'm currently starting on quest number 4, where I'm supposed to be heading to the Royal Emporium. Just wanted to give some context because although I wanted to cover all the beginner quests, unfortunately I'll be skipping the first 3 quests. So again, with this quest, what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm supposed to be heading over to the Royal Emporium. I'll be showing you what that looks like in the next portion of the video. For quest number 4, you have to move from your stash within the tavern over to the Royal Emporium, where you'll be speaking with the NPC with the exclamation mark on his head. Now, for the next portion, I'll be covering quest number 5. For quest number 5, you'll leave the Royal Emporium and speak to Merrick outside the tavern. You'll notice that some of these quests are a bit repetitive in that you're just speaking from NPC to NPC all across Talmuth, but shortly enough, when you see a few of the quests that I highlight, some of them will be a bit challenging in the sense that you'll have to go inside a dungeon to obtain certain items. Now for quest number 6. For quest number 6, you'll move inside the tavern and you'll be speaking with Serafina. Now notice here that from quest 5 to quest 6, I now have this tooltip activated. So the way to activate this tooltip is by clicking this button here. So what this allows you to do is, if you're a new player and you're working on the starter quests, you can see which quest you're working on, and if you're ever lost as to how to complete the next quest, well, you can watch this video, of course, but also this little tooltip area here tells you what to do. So in this case, it says, meet Serafina at the bar in the Sword and Stein Tavern. So just in case I was lost and didn't know where to go, well, I could look at this handy tooltip here to point me in the right direction as to where I should be going. So without further ado, let's get on to quest number 7. For quest number 7, you'll speak to Merrick inside the tavern near the stairs. Now on to quest number 8. For quest number 8, you'll go up the stairs and speak with Merrick near your adventure stash. Now, the quest rewards for this quest will give you some starter gear that will allow you to do common dungeons within Lost Relics. For quest number 9, you'll go to the forging furnace behind the tavern, and you'll speak to Quarry Master Grimstone. He'll give you some items to craft an iron bracelet, and now on to quest number 10. For quest number 10, you'll speak with Fisher King Nautica at the cooking station. Now for quest number 11. For quest number 11, you'll speak to Salvage Captain Ren, who's going to ask you to craft 3 discrete melee potions. Now for quest number 12. For quest number 12, you'll speak to Timberlord Thornsap, who's going to give you an empty jug and some frayed hide. He wants you to turn that frayed hide into frayed leather. The way you're going to do that is you're going to go to the well that's just outside the tavern and fill up your empty jug with some water. Next, you're going to go to the tanning station that's right outside the alchemy station, and you're going to turn your frayed hide into frayed leather. Once you've done that, come back and speak to Timberlord Thornsap. Now on to quest number 13. For quest number 13, after turning in the frayed leather, Timberlord Thornsap is going to request that you make a bracelet of defense and an iron pickaxe. He'll give you the materials to make the iron pickaxe. Now for the bracelet of defense, if you remember doing the forging quest for making the iron bracelet, you also got bauxite and spellbinding powder. The spellbinding powder, bauxite, and iron bracelet are required to make the bracelet of defense. So, if you have all the materials, you'll use the engineering bench to your right and craft both items. Now on to quest number 14. For quest number 14, you're finally ready to do your first dungeon run. The first map that you'll be playing is called Talmuth. Now in this, the quest requires that you kill 6 Skeletor, kill 3 Grumbler, kill 3 Bandor, finish the Talmuth map run, get 1 coal, and get 1 small bones. Once you've done this, you're now ready to do quest number 15. For quest number 15, you'll meet Merrick inside the tavern. Now on to quest number 16. For quest number 16, you'll speak to Gabrielle outside the adventure pass, and she'll give you the following quest. The quest is to complete Harnvest, another common dungeon map, and locate Gabrielle's grease crate. Once you finish up Harnvest and locate that grease crate, you'll be able to speak to Gabrielle and move on to quest number 17. For quest number 17, after speaking with Gabrielle, you'll head over to the engineering bench and speak with Timberlord Thornsap. Timberlord is requesting that you complete Jorth, which is a common level dungeon map, and he's requesting that you kill 8 Skulkling and turn in 1 Skulk Silk. Once you do this, you'll be able to move on to quest number 18. For quest number 18, Timberlord is requesting that you complete 1 Terror Descent run and turn in 1 Frayed Hide. For those of you that are new players, Terror Descent is a unique gameplay mode where players go through and kill mobs from floors 1 through 4, where the floor difficulty increases from common to epic. Now, again, if you're a new player, I would suggest that you just complete floor number 1 and exit the dungeon. You can go through to floor number 4, but again, with the increase in difficulty, you're going to realize that your common tiered items are not going to help you get through the more difficult mobs. So, if you're looking to do Terror Descent and complete floors 2 through 4, then my suggestion would be to get some sort of epic weapon and higher tiered relics so that you can complete Terror Descent where you're finishing up to floor 4. Now, once you complete Terror Descent and get through floor 1, if you're a new player, then you'll be able to move on to quest number 19. For quest number 19, you'll need to speak with Timberlord Thornsap, who's going to request that you make an iron hatchet. If you're not sure how to make an iron hatchet, I would strongly encourage you to click the skills book icon here and going under the engineering tab, as it'll tell you the necessary mats that you need to make an iron hatchet. If you're still not sure, feel free to ask the players in game chat. I'd like to say Lost Relics has a pretty friendly community, so I'm sure somebody will be able to assist you in making an iron hatchet. But once you have the necessary mats, go to the engineering bench on my right and craft the iron hatchet, then speak with Timberlord Thornsap, and you'll be on your way to getting to quest number 20. For quest number 20, Timberlord Thornsap is requesting that you give him a few items. You'll need to provide him 2 pinewood logs, 2 frayed hide, 2 skulk silk, and 2 coal. Now, if you're a new player, here's one of 2 things that you can do. One, you can purchase these items from the Royal Emporium and then provide them to him accordingly. Or if you're a new player and you don't have much gold in order to afford these items, my suggestion would be to farm these items within the common dungeon maps. Frayed Hide, you're probably going to have to do Terror Descent to get those, but otherwise the Pinewood Logs, Skulk Silk, and Coal, you'll be able to farm those by doing common dungeon maps such as Talmuth, Jorth, or Harnvis. So once you get the necessary materials, speak with Timberlord Thornsap, and you'll be on your way to quest number 21. For quest number 21, you'll need to speak with Merrick outside the adventure pass, and he's requesting that you do the following. Merrick is requesting that you kill 20 sludge crawlers, complete 1 harvest map, turn in 1 coal, 1 iron, 1 bauxite, and locate 5 sludge crawler cores. Once you do that, speak with Merrick outside the adventure pass, and you'll be on your way to quest number 22. One thing I forgot to mention about quest number 21 is that once you turn it into Merrick, Merrick's going to award you with a Lost Relics title called the Loot Seeker. So if you're a new player, congrats, as you've obtained your first title within Lost Relics. Now, for quest number 22, you'll need to speak with Quarrymaster Grimstone, who's going to ask that you locate 5 fire essences within the map of Harnvis. It says here specifically, slay marsh fiends and harvest to find the fire essences. It might take you more than 1 run to complete. I believe it took me 2 runs to find all 5 fire essences, but regardless, finish up your Harnvis map runs, locate the fire essences, come back here to Quarrymaster Grimstone, and you'll be on your way to quest number 23. For quest number 23, you'll need to speak with Merrick just outside the tavern, where he'll request that you go into the map of Jorth and slay 10 Shroomguard, fish out of 15 fishing spots, and scavenge out of 15 bushes. Once you do this, speak with Merrick outside the tavern, and you'll be on to quest number 24. For quest number 24, you'll speak with Quarrymaster Grimstone, who will give you a Vitrium Broadsword as a quest reward. This broadsword is an uncommon 2-handed virtual sword, which is hinting at the possibility that as part of this quest line, you'll be doing uncommon dungeon maps. Now on to quest number 25. Quest number 25, you'll need to come here, talk to Salvage Captain Ren, who's going to request that you complete 1 Terror Descent run and get 10 Sparkling Voltspark runes. Now, it's up to you on how you want to get these runes. You can either do multiple Terror Descent runs until you get 10 Sparkling Voltspark runes, or you can buy them from the Emporium and just do 1 Terror Descent run. Again, it's totally up to you on how you want to do this, but once you complete the quest, come back here, talk to Salvage Captain Ren, and you'll be on your way to quest number 26. Request number 26, Salvage Captain Ren is now asking you to do the following. They want you to turn in 2 Frostleaf Barks, 50 Rune Dust, and 2 Frayed Leather. Now, the way to get the Rune Dust is to grind up the sparkling Voltspark runes that you got from either the Emporium or from your Terra Descent runs, and to grind them into dust. The way you do that is by going into the tavern and going to the basement. The basement has a grinder that you can either turn bones into bone dust or runes into rune dust, and these mats are essential for alchemy. So once you do that and have all the necessary materials to turn back into Salvage Captain Ren, you're on your way to quest number 27. For quest number 27, you'll speak with Alara Moonshadow, who's the NPC right underneath the alchemy station, and they're requesting that you find a key within the map of Harnvis. Once you locate this key and turn it into Alara Moonshadow, you're on your way to quest number 28. Once you turn in the key that you found from Harnvis over to Alara, Alara's going to request that you find yet another key. Now, this key you're going to find from Talmuth. The following quest says, leave no stone unturned in Talmuth in search of a key. So, what you need to pay attention to here is leave no stone unturned. So what that means is when you go into Talmuth, you need to mine rocks until you find the necessary key in order to finish up this quest. Once you find the key, come back here to Alara and you'll be on your way to quest number 29. For quest number 29, you'll need to speak with Salvage Captain Ren, who's going to give you the following task to turn in a book over to Alara. Now on to quest number 30. For quest number 30, after turning in the book to Alara, Alara's going to request that you turn in 3 Spellbinding Powder. So, the Spellbinding Powder you can either get from Terra Descent or from the Royal Emporium. It's up to you on how you want to get these mats, whether you farm them through Terra Descent or by getting them again by buying them from the Royal Emporium. But once you do so, speak with Alara and you'll be on your way to quest number 31. For quest number 31, you'll take this Crystal Orb Receiver you received from Alara and speak with Salvage Captain Ren. Now on to quest number 32. For quest number 32, you'll get the orb back from Captain Salvage Ren as it's been infused with some essence, and you'll now have to hand it back to Alara Moonshadow. Now on to quest number 33. For quest number 33, you'll speak with Laria Swiftstream outside the tavern. Now on to quest number 34. For quest number 34, Eldrick Ironheart is requiring that you go into Brawn. Brawn is an uncommon dungeon map here in Talmuth. Now, while in Brawn, you are required to slay the following creatures. Kill 1 Slither, kill 3 Skulk Weavers, kill 6 Skulk Blasts, kill 6 Shroom Guards, and kill 6 Shred Skills. Once you've done so, come outside the dungeon pass and speak with Eldrick Ironheart so you can move on to quest number 35. For quest number 35, you'll speak with Quentin Holloway inside the tavern. Now into quest number 36. For quest number 36, Eldrick Ironheart is requesting that you go into the map of Ash, another uncommon dungeon map here in Talmuth, and slaying the following creatures. You're supposed to kill 6 Sludge Crawlers, kill 10 Arbor Maw, kill 1 Sludge Fiend, kill 7 Sylvan Mains, and kill 1 Rune. Once you've done so, once again, come outside and talk with Eldrick Ironheart so you can move on to quest number 37. Finally, if you've made it to quest number 37, you're in luck, because this is the final quest and the starter quests of Lost Relics. In this quest, you'll be speaking with Merrick, who will give you the quest reward of 15,000 gold coins and the Hero of Talmuth title. So, now that you've finished the starter quest, you should have an idea of how to play the game to a certain degree, and now you're able to do whatever you want in the game. Whether you want to play the marketplace, whether you want to grind dungeons, whether you want to play Terra Descent, you're free to do whatever you want in the game, so thank you so much for checking out my YouTube video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please feel free to check me out on Twitch, as I love to stream the game Lost Relics on a weekly basis. So feel free to tune in, let me know your thoughts on the video, and hope to see you in the next video. See ya.